Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1 million bucks, things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah. Everybody out there listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Why don't you join? Yeah. Whoa, Steve Harvey. Get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs. When I listen to Steve Harvey, yeah, join in with me. Come with me, help me say, I'm so grateful. You gotta turn it on, yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the moment, y'all. You know y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn it on. Turn them out. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only. Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Okay. Here we go. I was working out. I was talking to a buddy of mine. And I was telling him something that Bishop T.D. Jakes told me one time. I heard him say it. He said, I would hate to die and not do the thing that I was born to do. I would hate to die and not do the thing that I was born to do. Man, oh man, oh man. Man, that hit me like a pile of bricks, man. Because it made me feel so grateful that God has allowed me to live my life this way. Now, and I'm talking about grateful for all of it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And I have had all of them. The person you see today, it ain't always who I was. It was on the inside of me, but it hadn't externalized itself, if that's a word. It hadn't been bought out. It was in here, but it was under development. Who I am today was a process. But like I said before, don't trip. He ain't through with me yet. Even today, I'm still an imperfect soldier for Christ. Today, I still fall short, oftentimes. But I'll tell you what, I'm ever grateful for the life I have. And you know what? I want to encourage everybody today to explore your possibilities. I mean, man, explore your possibilities. Why would you not want to find out, discover, or know what it is God got for you? Why would you not want to achieve or accomplish all of your possibilities? Now, as I ask you this question, I want you to know that the devil is busy, that he plays mind tricks. So as you hear this, I already know he's saying to some of y'all, yeah, Steve, that's easy for you to say, but I done got myself in this situation right here. Ain't nothing too hard for God. Nothing. And see, so as you listen to me, try to get your mind open to this. Why would you not want to explore all of your life's possibilities? What's possible with your life? And I'm talking about from right where you are right now. I'm not asking you to change. I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm telling you, this is a fact that God can get you from right where you are right now. Broken, misled, misguided, misunderstood, mistaken, all of that, misfortunate, all of the misses you've been talking about in your life. You know, I missed the lottery. I missed my ride. They fired me. I missed the deadline. I didn't get it. People just miss themselves to death. If you've been all them misses, God can get you from right where you are. God a home run hitter. I'm here to tell you that. He's a home run hitter. He's a put him over the wall whenever he want to, all the time. And you can be a recipient of some of these home runs. He'll put the bat in your hand, but you got to swing. Now listen to me. You got to stop feeling sorry for yourself. You got to stop holding yourself down with beating yourself up. He won't hold you down about it if you don't hold yourself down about it. But I'm going to tell you one more time, the devil is busy. So what the devil do is he make you think you ain't worthy. He make you think that you've done something so despicable that you can't come back from it. He makes you feel like you so low you can't go up high. He knock you down and make you feel like you've been knocked down harder than anybody else. You can't get up. He roll you so deep down in that ditch you can't see over the edge. God can come get you from no matter where you are. I'm telling you, man, you ain't in no hole too deep for God. Magic Johnson will tell you that. Listen to me. You ain't in no hole too deep for God. Steve Harvey can tell you that. You ain't in a hole too deep for God. Tyler Perry can tell you that. I can name you some people. Bishop Jakes can tell you that. I could tell you, Kenneth Ulmer can tell you that. Bishop Kenneth Ulmer. I could tell you some people. Kirk Franklin can tell you that. Donnie McClurkin can tell you that. I just know some people personally, man, that done been in a hole. Joel Osteen can tell you about it. I know some people, man, been down, been in a hole so deep. I bet you Paula Dean can tell you about it. See, but you know what? Then here we go. See, we don't like to talk about that because now we want everybody to pay extra hard for some mistakes they made. When clearly, and excuse me for being a new Christian, but there is a prayer that I've been saying since I was a little bitty boy, and it took me till I was a grown man to understand it. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. So see, it ain't my job to hold nobody down, to keep my knee on somebody's neck. Who am I? I'm going to need some forgiveness in a second here, probably today. See, so all this, you holding people down with the way you feeling about them, and she shouldn't have said this, and she'll never get it. I'll never support this again. Man, get up. Get up and get real. You for real? You think you ain't finna need forgiveness real soon? You ain't finna make a diabolical mistake in your life? You don't think you are? I have. Thousands of them. Probably gonna make a few hundred more before I get up out of here. So I've decided to be in the forgiving business because I want God to forgive my trespasses as I forgive those who trespass against me. You understand? See, excuse me for being a new Christian. I get tired of talking to people, man, supposed to be saved and talking about they're Christian. I don't want that type of religion, man. I ain't in that no more. I ain't in that. You can call me wrong if you want to. Say it how you want to say it. I ain't in that no more. I ain't in all that. You can feel how you want to feel about me, but I got proof that God work in my life. You know, I can't hardly get it out sometime when people ask me something about deep on the inside of me about my soul and how I used to be and my journey and my trip. Because people don't know the trip I've been on. Well, you may have been on one worse than me. But you know what? You ain't in a hole too deep God can't get you out of. Man, I want people to remember that, man. God is a redeemer. He the great I am. So if you ain't got nothing now, what you asking for? You know, you might not have nothing because you ain't asking for nothing. Quit asking God to get you out of debt and ask God for a life of abundance. Then you take the money and you get out of debt. You keep asking to get out of debt. You keep being in debt to get out of. Come on, man. What you asking God for? I'm just tripping today. That's all. I'm sorry.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking for it like I usually do. I'm asking for your attention just for a moment. I will stop asking for your attention eventually because I'm trying to just ingrain a pattern in us. And after I think I got it, and then I figure y'all got it, then I'm gonna know we got it. And then I'll stop asking for your attention because I'm going to assume that you tuned in to give us your undivided attention. Now that we have it, just a reminder of how good God is. Just a reminder of how good it is to be here today in the land of the living. As much as I miss some people who are gone, I ain't ready to join them. I like life. I like living. And I sure appreciate it, man. Just wanted to throw that back out there. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mississippi Martin, Junior, Nephew Tommy, the legend. Ladies and gentlemen, Junior has something on his mind, and today I'm trying to find out what it is.
Yeah, you know, Uncle.
I always know when you start like this little quiet whisper, something wrong. Go ahead.
Yeah, something is wrong. I don't know. Listen to the Marvin Gaye yesterday, I did. What the hell was I talking about? Jody said better than Marvin. This is a lie. Straight lie. I've offended myself and everybody else. I'm telling you, I listened to all of it yesterday. Man, he got an album with number ones on it, and you didn't know that this was all his hits. Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. I heard it through the grapevine. Wait a minute. I didn't even know. I Want You, and I went and looked at the live video, which I've never seen done, and nobody in our group has ever laid down on a couch that was just velvet and just sang like it wasn't nothing, and the whole band playing. I said, what is this? We talking about Jodeci is better than Mark. We not better than us. We just need to stop talking. Look at this. Look at this, When he's saying, I want you and I just want you to want me too, we don't have no songs like that. We just freaking in here. We ain't got no verbiage like this. We ain't got no lyrics like this. We ain't got none of this. What is we talking about? Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Is that Tammy Terrell in here just singing? Listen, look at this. I said, what in the hell? I'm offended. Didn't nobody on my team slap the hell out of me? Well, I was just saying, I was all that much in my feelings. You should have just, Dave, you should have just unplugged my mic. Look, I'm telling you, ain't no, and you know what? Today, it's the OJs. I promise you ain't been in the OJs. I know,
you gonna listen to the OJs?
I'm about to lead a group. Is what I'm about to do. You out of jokes? I think I'm out of jokes at this point. I think I'm done. I'm throwing in my Timbs, my butter colored Timbs and my vest. I'm finna get me in another group. I'm finna go back. I'm finna actually be from the 70s since I was born in there. That's it. Don't ask me nothing about nothing from the 90s. I'm from the 70s.
It looks good to hear that you're
good for you. You're over here with us now. All right. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll hear from the nephew as he runs that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for the nephew to run that prank back. What you got for us, Neff?
Man, this right here, this is Black History Month, Shirley. Burlap's up. Burlap's up. Let's go.
Hello, I'm trying to reach James. James, please. Speaking. Hey, James, how you doing? This is Chad. I'm calling from the job. How are you tonight? I'm doing good. How are you? I'm very good, very good. Giving you a call. I'm actually the regional manager over your department. Okay. Everything's all right, huh? So today's Sunday. I just want to make sure I'm still coming to work tomorrow. Oh, you're definitely. Nothing like that. You're definitely coming to work. Now, who's your manager over at your office? Is it Brent? Brent. Right. Okay. Well, here's what we're doing, man. We're calling everybody in the company, first of all, today. But more importantly, we're definitely making contact with every African-American in the company, and I'm letting you know that we're paying homage and much respect to Black History Month. Outstanding. That's something that we want to definitely let you guys know that's important to us.
I think that is outstanding. How can I help?
Well, listen, we've got some things that we want to do for tomorrow, and that's the reason why you're getting a call today. Are you up for helping us, really push Black History Month within the company?
Chad, I'm a team player. Whatever it takes, let's get it done.
Okay, good deal. Good deal. I'll tell you what, here's what we're going to do. We got a lot of people that we've given a call to, and everybody's going to play different roles tomorrow at the office. So we wanted to give you a call. Do you mind if you're really the team player that we think you are? And I think you've already made mention that you don't mind doing what it takes.
I don't. You're on the right track.
Okay, good deal. Here's what we're asking, man. We would like for you tomorrow to actually, if you could find these type of articles tonight, but if you could wear a burlap shirt, some cut-off pants, and no shoes tomorrow, that would really, really help us out on the theme that we're trying to get going for tomorrow.
Whoa, Chad. I think I heard you, but I'm not sure. Can you please repeat that one more time, please?
We want you to wear a burlap shirt, some cut-off pants, and just don't wear any shoes at all. That's the attire that we would like for you to come into the office with tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, and we're going to give it a go, man. Everyone's excited about it, and we would like for you to come in tomorrow. Like I said, we're going to...
Chad, let me give you... I mean, since we're going to celebrate Black History, let me give you one fact. The year 1619 was the first African-American slave arrived in Virginia. Today is Sunday, 20. You think I'm do some like that?
I'm sorry, I didn't exactly hear what you said at the beginning. What did you say?
Slavery's been over with. Ain't no way in hell I'm finna come into an office with a... Man, you white folks lose your mind? What is wrong with you? Why you ask me to put on a baseball suit to come in as Jackie Robinson? Why you ask me to put on a two-piece suit and come in as Eric Holder? What the hell is wrong with y'all?
Well, what we want to do here, and I don't want you to get upset about this, James. What we want to do is...
What you asking me to do? To be a slave? Well, you know what I will do? I will come up there and pretend to be Huey Newton on your... That's what I will do, and show you some real Black Power Panther movement on your... Would you like that?
Sir, what we want... Listen, we're not here to create problems. What we want to do is we want to pay homage...
You call me with a... problem on a Sunday to dress as a slave. That's the problem. That's a big problem.
Oh, okay, sir. If we're going to pay homage to Black history, don't you think that all of that is a part of Black history?
Highlight the positive, man. Highlight the positive. You're paying me today to work for you. This ain't no slave-free labor.
Exactly.
Do you understand that?
No, I completely understand it. But if we don't have where it started from? We have to have every single area of Black history, don't you think? We have to have the beginning, the middle, and the ending.
Okay, well, if you want to highlight something, let me be Frederick Douglass. Let me slick my hair back. But see, the problem you got with him was his father was a white man. See, y'all like looking at our women, but y'all don't like uplifting the Black man. So how about I do that? Let me be Frederick Douglass. Let's highlight that part. How about you, Chad? You like Black women? I'm hell. Answer the question.
I like all people, sir. What I'm trying to do is get a great environment within the company, and everyone wants to.
It's not a great environment.
Now, the majority of the Caucasian people are going to be masters tomorrow. Okay.
What the did you say? Masters? Did you even say masters?
Yes, most of them are going to be masters tomorrow.
I'll be in there with my attorney to master an EEOC lawsuit on your. How about that?
Sir, do you have a problem with us trying to uplift the Black community? Do you have a problem with that?
Man, you. You ain't uplifting the thing. You know what I'm going to do? I'm coming in tomorrow as Barack Obama. But see, you don't like that, do you? Yeah, running around here want to get somebody to come in to be a slave. You be a master. Master this. Master me coming in as a Black man like I've been coming in to work and like I'm going to forever come in to work. We're a major pharma company and you calling me on a Sunday with some like this? Are you out your mind?
Sir, what we're trying to do is uplift the Black community. That's what we're trying to do.
Saying talking about slavery. Uplift my and kiss my Black. That's what you do.
What we're trying to do is pay homage to Black history, and here you are being negative about the entire situation of what we're trying to do.
Being negative? You right? I'm being like, man, you. I'm coming in as Barack Obama tomorrow, like I said, and I'm going to have my shoes on my feet. Can you uplift that?
Sir, there's one more thing I need to say to you, okay? There's one more thing.
One more, my.
I'm sorry?
You just said all you had to say. What's your name again?
Chad, sir. Chad Billingsley.
What the hell you got to say, Chad?
All I wanted to say to you is this, sir, is I am Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and you just got pranked by your coworker, Kevin.
Man, I knew this had to be some kind of joke. Y'all playing on a Sunday? Man, I'm going to kick tomorrow. I was worried about my job. I was getting ready to come there tomorrow and whoop some every white boy I thought looked like a mouse. And don't let me see a brother dressed like a slave. I was going to whoop his too.
Oh, man. Hey, man, I got to ask you, man. You got to tell me this. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio station in the land?
Man, the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
That's too much.
Thank you, nephew. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO, our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, some YouTube creators are now using AI software to create fake images and stories about celebrities. Cedric the Entertainer and Toni Braxton are co-headlining a residency in Vegas this spring. And guess what? Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre are going to host the after party for a big game next weekend. That is all coming up. We'll talk about it at the top of the hour. But right now, it is time to ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey. This one's from Jennifer in Tallulah. Jennifer says, I started going back into the office and I love it, but my husband doesn't. He calls me during work to chat and calls me on my way home. He's still working from home, so either he's bored or he's trying to keep tabs on me. Which one is it?
Both.
Oh.
You know what's happening. You know exactly what's happening. You coming back home, talking about how much you love it at work and all, and glad to be back socializing. And now he jealous because he's sitting up at the house. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's part of that. Then, so he checking up on you. And he bored. It's all that. Now, what you want me and Shirley? Because you did not give us your husband. No, what you want me to call him, tell him, hey, bro, pull up. You about to run off. What's happening? Because it don't really seem that serious. Mm-hmm. He just calling to talk to his wife. See, y'all need to make up y'all mind. Y'all want us to talk to you or you don't? We never talk. Now he calling you. Now you mad. So now, what do you want?
Okay, see, I love it. All right.
Do you want a man to care about you, or you want a man don't give a damn where you at? Which one do you want?
Okay, all right. You're fed up this morning, huh?
Yes.
Well, I just, you know, these type of scenarios that we can't really. It's really nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He called
Don't make a problem where there is none.
Girl, y'all been talking all day at work. Now he ain't got nobody to talk to.
Aw, he misses you.
Aw, that baby. Mm-hmm. All right, moving on to Patty in Oak Cliff. Patty says, my sister and her husband stayed with us, and her husband messed up my sheets and my towels with the stuff he uses to cover his gray hair. He acted like he didn't even notice it, and my sister said I'm being petty for mentioning it. How is it petty?
Don't you have to wash the sheets?
Yeah, of course. Maybe it won't come out.
Is she saying the stuff don't come out?
Maybe so, because if it came out, she wouldn't have an issue.
What is that, Beijing?
That Beijing something else.
Beijing black?
No.
That Beijing?
That Beijing, I don't know. I ain't never used that before. Somebody told me about it, but he looks a little bit too black for me.
Shout, none of that gets it out. None of that.
Yeah, you look a little bit you just real black. That ain't even natural no more.
You don't have ugly.
You just got licorice on your head.
Is that what was running down your politician's head?
Black shower cap.
Rudy Giuliani.
That's what was running down Rudy Giuliani head. Right there. That was Beijing.
Yeah, so I don't know about that.
So should she have said something? Is she being petty like her sister accused her of?
What? She said something about it, but, what you want to do? Yeah? It didn't happen. Now, if the sheets is ruined,
sounds like
they ruined. They're just sheets. Y'all know get them sheets. Monica can tell you how much sheets is right now, talking. Right now.
The sister know how
work
much
there?
sheets are. Everybody knows. What is that? Monica work at
I
Target.
don't know how much she is.
Now, Monica damn near work at Target, but she spent as much time in Target. She spent more time in Target than she do here.
We love
I ain't
Target.
never met nobody be on their way to Target more time. I said, Monica, what's happening today? Yeah, on my way to Target. What is at Target? Damn.
You've never been to Target? Come on, Steve.
Yeah, I've been to
now.
Target.
We love
yeah, I've
Target.
Been to Target. What we down there for 4 times a week, though? What's down there that you got to have 4 times a week?
That's a Monica question. All right, we're moving on. So you're saying she should just get some new sheets and towels, and that's
I don't know what she ought to do. Just stop having people over your house. If you don't like everybody touching your stuff, quit having company. Hell.
All right, we're going to move on to Ebony in Portland. Ebony says, I found out that my mom spikes her coffee on Sundays before she sings in a choir because it boosts her self-esteem. She said she's very self-conscious since her hair started thinning, but she forgets the words to the songs and she sings louder than others. Should I take the liquor away or let her do her thing?
Your mama be full-blown drunk.
Come on, Steve.
I know the Lord here with me. Jesus. I know. Hello now. What we talking about? let the people say, oh, Jesus. Hey, mama. What song are you singing? Mixing up hymns and everything.
Right.
You're gonna have to try. You're gonna have to try to get that liquor, but her hair thin, and she can get a wig though. See, when you get real old, you ain't got to go through this by yourself.
Yeah, not today.
Go around there and get them wigs, man. Get yourself a nice wig. They got some wigs look nice. I got to find this commercial on TV, man. It's a black girl on this TV commercial about finance. Boy, they put a wig on this black girl right here. Man, it's the worst wig. This is the worst. I have got to find this. What is that?
You're gonna write
It's the worst wig I've ever seen on a person on TV, man. I'm just shaking. I know what it is too, because I know exactly what it is.
What?
She's not like, she ain't really from the culture. You know, she grew up around them. And so when it was time to put the wig on, a white lady went and found the wig.
Oh, no. Why is that bothering you so much?
I'm just, man, when y'all see this wig on this woman right here,
It's going to bother us, too. We're going to feel the same way.
Seriously, you're going to boycott the product.
Oh, no. Oh, man. All right, so take the liquor away from the mom. Okay.
And get a
wig. Last one, Steve. Reva in Manhattan says, I live in New York with a man that I've been dating 1 year. He thinks I totally moved here, but I still have my home in North Carolina. Am I putting my relationship in jeopardy by not telling him?
Well, I mean, why would that put your relationship in jeopardy? You kept your house out of town. You done moved to be with this man, but you kept the house.
Uh-huh.
See, what you did, lady, was you just keeping a little hidden little savings over there in case it don't work. You have somewhere to go back to. So what you've done is you've made your own self-imposed prenup.
I like it.
And I'm gonna tell you something right here. Prenups is like a plan B. Everybody I know that has ever had a prenup has used it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I do not know nobody that's been married a whole lot of years ago. Man, I had a prenup. We never used it. Everybody I know that created a prenup used it.
Was that? Are you saying that's a bad thing?
Well, you're preparing for failure. So what you think gonna happen?
All right, CLO, thank you. Coming up next, entertainment news right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, YouTubers, and Steve, you brought this to our attention. YouTubers have figured out a way to create fake videos of black celebrities using a mix of artificial intelligence, AI, and over-sensationalized stories. Now, this is according to NBC News. The fake videos and content are focused on tearing down black celebrities like you, Steve, Pastor T.D. Jakes, and Denzel Washington, many, many more. The videos quickly gained traction on YouTube with millions of views, according to a YouTube spokesperson. YouTube has reviewed the channels and terminated 3 of them for violating YouTube's terms of service, removed channels from their monetization programs, and removed a number of videos from YouTube. But you can't monitor everything. That's the problem in every second of the day. So then what? And these people believe this stuff. Yeah.
The reason that this is created and they are targeting black celebrities is because if you look at the internet, our group of people pander to this type of content. We love mess. We love to tear at each other. We love to pull each other off the wall. We love to see each other come apart. And we spend hours and hours and views hearing what somebody said about another person. And the more negative, the better the traction. Why would they start this and cater black celebrities? Because they know the black people are going to dive into this head first and make a huge amount of money for people. We are our biggest enemies when it comes to this right here, because we spend so much time tearing each other down. Man, I've never seen nothing like it. I would be okay with this if white comedians was going on that dog and other white comedians, but you don't see it.
It don't happen. That's not
If Chinese people was talking about other Chinese people, I don't see it. If the Jewish community was attacking the Jewish community, I can see where we're going with this here. I don't see that. But we specialize in tearing each other apart, bit by bit by bit. And the messier it is, and they don't fact check it, they just want, and they get in there. And YouTube creators, don't you think for a moment that some big boys ain't behind this? This is AI. AI is expensive, man. So now to create that whole thing, and then the first big wave come out is targeted at black celebrities. I mentioned in the article, they've already put me. Listen to me. I'm joining a lawsuit with Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift, they attacked Taylor Swift. They put these nude pictures of her.
Yeah. Wow.
So my company is going to join in with the lawsuit because they're using me to promote financial programs. They got me on that. They got me on all types of stuff, man. Coming around the corner on Family Feud, but if you listen, you could tell it ain't me. But they got this AI generated. Y'all, we have got to do better with uplifting each other instead of tearing down each other.
Yeah.
And the only way I think we're gonna have to start calling these people out. That's in the destructiveness of our culture. I think we've got to, because here's what would happen.
When you say calling each other out, you mean calling us out? Because we doing it to each other too.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But see what we do. Okay, for example, let's say a person goes on a podcast and starts making a bunch of negative derogatory remarks on a podcast.
Okay, let's say.
Just like we spend all that time putting it together and going back to find old footage to match it up, you could fact check this same thing now. You can fact check this same thing.
But people are interested
we had
in
a watchdog.
Yeah.
No, but we need a watchdog to protect our culture.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. There's a dude out of Detroit called the Tax Watchdog. If your name shows up behind on taxes and you are a celebrity, your ass in the paper the next day. Next day. And what he ain't doing is illegal because tax records is public knowledge. He just making sure that the public has the knowledge that you are evading taxes and all like that. I've been on that before. He come for you, man. But he taught me a valuable lesson. I ain't been behind since. I don't let nothing happen with them damn taxes. I said, I ain't finna be on Watchdog's report no more. Yeah, so, but it's a legal business he's running. We need some young people who care about black culture and want to protect the black culture and start fact-checking the enemies of our culture.
I just feel like it's us. We're doing it to each other. We started off and do it to each other. We see it consistently. The hate we have for each other.
It's the self-hatred that we have for each other.
Yeah,
the
that's
jealousy.
what I'm saying.
It's the Willie Lynch letter in cyberspace.
In cyberspace, exactly.
It's the Willie Lynch letter in cyberspace. And now they don't have to
regulation.
do it to us. Remember, the Klan said they don't have to lynch us and hang us no more. All they got to do is put the guns in our community. And now we killing each other.
Yeah.
See, man, there are some really smart young people out there. If you all would form a watch group and start calling out these perpetrators of killing the black culture, you will find that the most of it is us.
Yeah.
And so, you sit up here, you let somebody go on a podcast and tell so many lies, put a little bit of truth in there. But once you start lying to me, how I know what else is true?
Yeah.
And to sit there and let them go on and on and on, and then don't nobody say, no, wait, hold up, man. That ain't really true. The truth of the matter is this.
Are people interested in the truth? That's the thing. They love, like you said, they love mess.
Of it, like the mess.
Yeah, they love mess.
That's the sadness of it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It
and
really
y'all,
is.
we are going to do a disservice to this new one right here, and the big boys is behind this. Don't get stupid.
Yeah. All right. Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, Junior is here with our Black History poem for the month.
Whoa.
You don't want to miss it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve. You know what time it is. It's Black History Month. So Junior, to kick it off, has a poem. You introduce him,
Ladies
please.
and gentlemen, his name is JRAP. It's an acronym. Ladies and gentlemen, JRAP. Junior's raggedy ass punk. Come on, JRAP.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's Black History Month. It is. And a lot of people don't know about our black history. So I just put it in poem form. That's what I did. To tell you about some of the great successes that we've had. Here we go. And the name of the poem is simple as this. It's Black History Month. So
that's real simple.
Poem.
There it is.
Yeah, but it is true though. At the same time, it is Black History Month. So here we go.
He cleared his throat. Come on.
Here we go. And here we go. We celebrate the people that fought for our civil rights. And shout out to the black man that invented the traffic light. We can straighten our hair before we leave home because a black woman invented the straightening comb. And my heart really flutters as I start to think about the man that invented peanut butter. And it was a black woman that invented the touch-tone phone so our grannies could gossip without leaving home. But wait, also invented the thermostat. We got some cold ancestors. Now try to top that. These new lawmakers are some fools trying to take black history out of schools. It's Black History Month. Put some respect on our history. The end.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, there's some things that we've done.
Drop that knowledge.
We don't even get credit to try to give it to somebody else. And we've done those things. So
You did good.
You know what, Tommy? It was just informative. That's all. Yeah,
I'm mildly surprised. I really am.
Is that why you're not saying anything?
Yeah, I'm mildly surprised. Mildly.
Not really. It just wasn't ragged enough for you.
Oh no! Matter of fact, it didn't have no raggedy in it. That's what this mild surprise is about.
Oh, right.
I don't know where this burst of intelligence came from. You and Tommy every now and then.
There's a glimmer.
Yeah. Every now and
There's a
then.
glimmer of hope for them, and I go, yeah, but then I go, hold up, Steve.
They'll be right back.
Wait till tomorrow. Just
Yeah,
wait
they'll
till
be right
tomorrow.
back.
Don't get ahead of
Negate
yourself.
That's all.
Don't get excited now.
They'll be right back. I know. But the Black History Month I had though, because I started my own Black History Month with saying that Jodeci was better than Marvin Gaye. I can't believe
No,
that was a Black History Month.
No, you almost got put out of Black history.
Yeah.
Got your black card taken away.
Black card taken. Revoked.
I was almost out of the entire culture.
Yeah, man, I don't think you understand that.
What it is. It's Black History Month. Happy Black History Month, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, it used to be a week. Look, it used to be a week. Now it's a month. All right. Thank you, Junior. Coming up next, Roscoe will be joining us right after this.
No. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Roscoe is here as promised. And
all day. They were going on, Shirley. Thank you for here today. Hey, Carly, what's going on with you, Mississippi? Time, what up with you, pimp?
Top.
My man, Junior. Lord.
Hey,
Boy, the things I've been hearing about you. What in the hell is wrong with you?
What part you talking about, Roscoe? Yeah, what you talking about, Roscoe?
Man, I don't know on the radio. You were talking about Jodeci. You said Jody was better than Marvin Gaye. Then you double back and you said Jodeci was better than the OJ. Then you double down on the double down and said that Jodeci was better than Isley Brothers. I got in the Cadillac. I've been driving 3 days trying to get here. I got 3 days, boy. I had a Cadillac seat. I had the back of my seat about 4 feet from the steering wheel. I was up on that steering wheel. I was trying to get here.
Yeah,
I ain't do no leaning. When I was driving. I was dead.
Straight up.
Yeah.
What the hell going on?
No, I'm just saying, Roscoe. I was totally wrong. I don't know, Roscoe.
Yeah. I don't even know. I don't even know how you thunk something like that in the beginning.
How you what?
Thunk.
How you thunk nothing like that?
He
If you think it's something that's current, if you thunk it, it was.
Yeah.
Tell him, Roscoe. Tell him, Roscoe.
So, Roscoe, let me ask you this, Roscoe. Did you write all them songs anyway? So you knew.
Which one you want to know about, you?
No, I'm just saying, like all the Marvin Gaye's, all the Isley Brothers, all the OJ's.
Whole lot of Marvin Gaye.
I listen to so many of them.
Which one did you listen to?
I listen to Let's Get It On.
Let's Get It On.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Let's get it on.
Come on, Rob.
Let love sugar.
I listen to
Let him sing.
Let's get it on. Boy, that's something right there.
Opus Kids.
Because that song, when I wrote that song, I was thinking about it more like a request. You know what I'm saying? Because I always stayed politeful when it comes to women, I was always politeful to them. So I would just say, let's get it on.
Mm-hmm.
Let's love, baby.
Yeah.
Instead, I'm, trying not to be forceful.
Yeah, okay.
But it's just a very, very strong suggestion song.
Okay, well, Roscoe, what about when you wrote I Want You?
I want you.
Come on.
The right way.
The right way.
I want you. But I want you to want me too.
It's gotta go both ways.
Oh, baby. Won't you get back, baby? When I get down with you. Oh. See, I want you was another statement song. In case we talking about it, I just wanted to be clear that I want you.
Okay.
But what I want you is the right way. Mm-hmm. And I want you to want me too. Once again, not trying to be forceful. Mm-hmm. Want you to want me too.
Okay.
See, you Jodeci, y'all little stupid ass boy, I'm just freaking you. Well, don't nobody want that all the time. Everybody in the move just getting freaked on. What are you doing all this here for? Stop all that.
Okay. Well, what about this one, Roscoe? This is just one I really enjoy. Sexual healing. I really.
Well, that's some freaking going on right there. Tell him, Junior. You gotta
see, that's sexual healing.
But it's a smooth way.
But see, we sexually heal. See, that's why I wrote that for men right there. Because whenever we ain't feeling good, sex can heal it. See, if I got the flu, you give me some sex, the flu symptoms is gone. I ain't got the flu no more, especially doing the act. Sexual healing.
Yeah.
See, that's what that for, Junior. That was when it was like, see, women don't understand sometimes what sex is for, So I just wrote that song, Sexual Healing. So you get some sex, you could be healed. I broke my leg one time. I got some sex that night. Woke up and walked across the street.
Okay, thank you, Roscoe. Thank you, Junior. Coming up next.
Walk right, walk.
The prank phone call with the nephew right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it's my strawberry letter for today. And the subject is, every time she calls him, he's over here. Okay, we'll get into that, find out what that's all about.
You, huh? What does that tell you?
Find out what it's all about in just a few, because right now the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. Nephew, what you got for us today?
There's different kind of occupation, different kind of jobs out there. This is a pretty unique job right here. This is called side job cleaner. Side job cleaner. I used to do stuff like this right here. Back before I was on the radio, I used to do these kind of things. And when you listen to all the items that you need for this kind of job, it might paint the picture for you of what this really is. But let's go, cat dog. Pay attention now. Side job cleaner, if you would.
Hardware store, this is Robbie. How can I help you? Robbie, I'm trying to get a order in for some construction supplies I need to pick up. That's fine. What's your company? Roofing company. Roofing company. Okay. Have we done business with you before? No, you haven't. This is my first time calling. I heard you guys were pretty good. Appreciate the compliment. Okay. Now listen. I need to get this as soon as possible, man. Can I possibly pick up these supplies like in the next couple of hours? Well, normally it don't work that fast. It's kind of a quick turnaround. We got a little bit of a backup, but I can do my best. It just depends on what you need. Okay. Here's what I need, man. I need 5 rolls of duct tape. Okay, that's no problem. That's quick. Okay, I need plastic, man. Listen, if you was gonna wrap up something in plastic that's like about 6'2" in height and 200 pounds, how much plastic you think I would need to wrap that up in? Okay, just a second. You're asking for plastic, like a roll of plastic? Yeah, but I need to wrap up something that's 6'2" and like 210 pounds. I probably would get about 4 yards of plastic. Okay, I need to get that. Now, let me ask you this here. If you was going to try to put some cement on that to hold it down, how much cement you think will hold that down? I'm a little confused. You're running a roofing company, right? Yeah, I'm a roofing company, but I'm doing a little side work for some friends of mine. Oh, okay. I just got a little confused because you told me this is Tyler's Roofing Company. No problem. We got cement. Wait a minute, you're trying to hold something down? I'm trying to hold something down. So how many bags of cement do you think I need to hold down something that's 220 pounds? Wow, I don't know, 8 bags? 8 bags. 8 bags I would recommend at least. Okay. Give me 8 bags of cement. Now, this is something else I want to ask you. Do you have any type of cleaner, man, that can get paint off the floor? Yeah, we got industrial cleaners. I mean, all kinds of industrial cleaners that, you said paint? Is it paint or blood? Paint. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I've got industrial cleaners of all kinds. I mean, do you have a preference? No, just whatever you could throw in there. I need that. Now, let me ask you this here. Do you have anything that can, just kill a smell? You know what I'm saying? If you don't want something to smell, you got anything for that? Wait a minute. Did somebody die in your place? Is this somebody, is there an animal or something you found? I mean, I'm kind of confused. You're talking about smell and cleaning up. Did you find some sort of animal on a construction site? Hey, Robbie, listen, man, just take the order. That's all I need you to do, okay? Okay, no, I'm sorry. I wasn't asking your business. I just was a little concerned. What are we cleaning up, and are we cleaning up tile floor? Are we cleaning up carpet? I mean, what's the cleaner for? Where's the odor? Okay, sir, all I'm asking you is, do you have something strong enough? Like, do you think ammonia can keep a smell down? What do I need to keep a smell down? Well, you're definitely going to need ammonia. I mean, you got to get something to just scrub that right down, because wherever that scent is, if it's in the walls, if you got fabrics in that place, I mean, wherever you got it, you're probably going to have a different type of deodorizer, something for the carpet, something for the walls. I mean, I guess I'm just kind of confused as to where the scent's coming from. And right, don't worry about all that, man. Hey, man, listen, just write down what the order is, okay? Oh, I got it. I got the 5 rolls of duct tape. I got the 4 yards of plastic. I got the 8 bags of cement. I got the industrial cleaner. I got the ammonia. I'm typing it all in. I got your order. Okay, let me ask you this here, man. Do y'all have any type of machete? Anything that's real sharp that can cut? What? Okay, hold on a second. Now you're completely off base. You do realize you call the hardware store, right? I'm calling the hardware store because I need some supplies, man. I'm doing some job on the side. I need some supplies. Hey, I get that. You said that already, but what I'm confused about is now you're asking for a weapon. What would you use a machete for? I mean, you're talking about what? You're going to chop down some brush? I don't get it. What's the machete for?
Hey man, listen. Your job is to take the order, man. That's your job, Robbie.
Don't tell me what my job is. I know what my job is. This is my store, man. Okay, I've been working here a lot longer than you even can imagine. And people don't call up asking for ammonia and cleaner and trying to get a smell out. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how best to help you. I'm sorry, but I'm just trying to figure out.
What you're doing, Robbie, is you being nosy. You're being nosy. All you got to do is fill the order and have it done in 2 hours when I get there. That's all you got to do.
I can't do that in 2 hours. I can't even. We're backed up at this point. I'm not even sure I can get this done. Maybe tomorrow morning. Does tomorrow morning work for you?
No, man. I got to get rid of this body. I got to get rid of this package today.
Whoa! I need to call. Listen, I need to call the policeman. You just said body.
Hey, shut up. See, that's the problem, man. That right there, that's the problem. White people always want to call the police when it ain't got nothing to do with them. Listen, all you need to do is fill the order.
Okay. Listen, I need to tell you something, okay? And I don't know if you found a body. I don't know if you're responsible for the body. Either way, I don't want to be any part of this business, okay? I don't know what you're planning or where you're trying to bury this thing, but you're basically asking me to be an accomplice to something that's none of my business. Hey, I need your name right now, okay?
I'm not giving you my name.
You said you're calling from roofing. Hey, listen to me. You said you're calling from roofing company. Are you?
I'm not. Hey, man, let me tell you something. Why you white folks always trying to be authoritative like that? Why you always acting like
white
that?
Folks? What the is your problem? It's not about white folks. It's not about purple, green, black, blue, whatever. It's not about white. It's about you asking for that sounds like you're trying to bury a body. Okay, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Are you and if you're not, what is your name? I need your name. I need your name right now.
Hey, man, well, first of all, you at work. You ain't supposed to be talking to me like this.
I don't care if I'm swearing at work. My coworkers, the people here, they all know who I am, and they know if I was talking to some piece of you, that I'd be talking like this too. Okay? I'm gonna trace this call. You hear me? I'm gonna trace this call. I'm gonna get the cops on your and figure out who the you are.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Since you want to know who I am, do you know Marcus?
I know Marcus. I know Marcus. He works here. Man, I know him.
Okay, Marcus is who got me to call you. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Robbie, you just got pranked by your coworker, Marcus.
You have got to be kidding me. Son of Marcus, I see you over there. I see you little I can't believe that. You son of a Marcus. Why don't you tell me this? Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Got you, baby. Hey, I got to ask you, Robbie, you got to tell me this, man. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
That's easy. It's Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Y'all ain't never had no job like that, hey?
Hey, Black Ray Donovan.
Get you some rope. You understand? Get you some rope now. You're going to need some rope.
Stop.
Get you some cement. You understand? Some tape. You got to have that tape. You see where we're going with this? If you're going to do the job right.
Yes.
If you're going to do the job right, you need all that stuff.
Yeah. Exactly where you heading with this here.
First 48. That's where you're going.
If you're going to do the job right. Tommy gonna do the job right this weekend, baby. Saturday night is going down NYC Winery. 2 shows sold out. The Nephew is back in the Big Apple. Tickets are, well, I can't say on sale. Tickets are gone. How about that? February the 10th, Saturday. Y'all make sure you tune in to catch Black College Quiz Show. That's Black College Quiz Show is jumping off on Saturday. All right. It's different in different markets. So you got to check your listens to see what network is coming on. Black College Quiz, whether your nephew is the host, and it got a little jeopardy to it. You understand what I'm saying? A little jeopardy to it. But these are when these HBCU students show you exactly how smart they are about black history, politics, entertainment, and more. Yeah.
All right, Nephew. Thank you. Coming up next, it is a Strawberry Letter. The subject is every time she calls him, he's over here. This one is close to what you think it is, too. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. It's the strawberry letter.
Thank you, nephew. Dear Stephen Shirley, subject, every time she calls him, he's over there. I got ahead of myself. Dear Stephen Shirley, my boyfriend is married, and we've been together for a year and a half. He calls me his wife 2.0, or the new and improved version of his wife. We met when he came. We met when he came in to pay his property taxes. He was so fine that all the women in my office did a double take. I started flirting with him instantly before one of the other girls snagged him. I gave him my number and he came over later that evening. I greeted him in lingerie and I had cooked oxtails and rice. He kissed me in the mouth and rubbed my body down. He said he had to feel all of my curves. He waited weeks to initiate sex because he said he was scared to fall in love with me. He asked me to be his girlfriend right after we made love for the first time. I've never asked him about his wife, family, or any of his personal business. I go with whatever he tells me. I cook for him almost every day, and we have dinner like we're a married couple. My neighbors know him and think he lives with me. I wonder if his wife knows he's not happy. Every time she calls him, he's over here. He's 43 and I'm 27, and he said he wants a child before he's 50. I would be honored to have his baby, and he's asked me to get off birth control. I'm completely in love with him, but I don't want us to start a family until I know more about his marriage. His wife would have to accept me and our child into the family. I would like to find out more about him, but I don't want to run him off with lots of questions. How do I question him without sounding too nosy? What in the sister wife... Open marriage, side piece. What is going on here? What is going on with you? Do you hear yourself? How crazy you sound? What married man is that fine where he's making you consider being honored to have his baby and you think his wife will have to accept you and your child? What? You are delusional. No, she doesn't. I don't care if he is telling you he's not happy. All married men say that. All married men say that. That's just to get you hooked. And let me tell you this, if he's that unhappy, don't you think he would leave her? But this way, he doesn't have to leave. See, that's what's going on here. This way, he doesn't have to leave Miss Wife 2.0 or the new improved version of his wife. He doesn't have to do anything. You're doing everything. You said you go with whatever he tells you. And not that you care, but how do you think his wife would feel when she finds out you're pregnant with her husband's baby? So I say this to you, if you're so in love and you're in a relationship with this man and it's so good and it's so tight, why are you afraid to talk to him? These are simple questions. Are you married? These are simple questions to ask. You're so bold everywhere else, but you flake when it comes to the reality of it all. Let this man go back to his wife or get a divorce, please. Steve?
Lady, you kept taking this to a new level throughout the letter. I thought I had heard it, but every paragraph, you upped it to a new level to the point where I was going, oh my God, this is incredible. Who are you? Every time she calls him, he over here. Okay. My boyfriend is married and we've been together for a year and a half. Okay, that ain't nothing new. I've heard that before. My boyfriend is married and we've been together a year and a half. That's a lot of that. Okay, I got that. He calls me his wife 2.0 or the new and improved version of his wife. That's a little bit new. Now, that line right there, I must admit, I know a lot of friends of mine that's had affairs. I know a lot about this type of stuff. I've never heard the use of that before. I've heard it put to everything my wife ain't. But like Shirley said, all men are not happy when they having an affair. All of them say that. But I'm going to tell y'all something about men. A lot of men can be happy and have an affair. It just depends on the thirst level of the man. If the thirst level is high, if the sexual threshold is high, and it ain't getting met, he gonna go somewhere to get it met. It don't mean he don't love his wife, he don't want her, he don't care about it. He just off tripping. Now that's a fact. Y'all might not like that, I'm just giving you facts. We met when he came in to pay his property taxes. He was so fine, all the women in my office did a double take. I started flirting with him instantly before one of my other girls snagged him. I gave him my number, and he came over later that evening. He came over that evening? God, dog. Not only was he fine, I must take my hat off to you, because when you give me your number, I'm over there that evening,
You fine.
after I done paid my damn property tax. And that's a solemn ass moment in there. Ain't nobody in there. No, nobody glad to pay taxes. Girl, you had to be something then too. I greeted him in lingerie, and I had cooked him oxtails and rice. What? That threw me off. Oxtails and rice and lingerie don't go together.
Hang on, Steve.
That is a hard ass combination right there. Never had that before.
All right, listen. We're coming back at 23 minutes.
And I'm smelling oxtails. What the hell going on in here?
You're confused. All right. That was funny. We're going to have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, every time she calls him, he's over here. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter.
All right, now this letter is crazy, y'all. Like I told you before, as you go through the letter, it just ups. It just goes up and up and up. This woman who wrote this letter did not disappoint me. This is one of the most intriguing letters because it just elevates as we go. She's got a boyfriend who is married. They've been together a year and a half. He done told her that she is his wife 2.0, a new, a better, improved version of his wife. Which don't mean he ain't happy with his wife. It's just you do some things she don't, which gave you the title of 2.0. Don't get it twisted. We met when he came in to pay his property tax. He was so fine, all the women in my office did a double take. I started flirting with him instantly before one of the other girls snagged him. I gave him my number, and he came over later that evening. Now, let me tell you something. He might have been fine, but girl, all right now, I got to tip my hat to you because you gave him the number, and he was over there that evening, so you obviously fine, too. I greeted him in lingerie, and I had cooked oxtails and rice. Now, that, like I said before, that's an odd-ass combination. Lingerie.
What's odd about it?
I just oxtails and lingerie. It just, I've never seen that combination before. Because what I don't want to do is come over your house and see your fine ass and then all of a sudden think I'm over at my grandmama's house. See,
Okay.
It just ain't adding up.
So that's not sexy.
I don't know where you got I don't know where you got the oxtails and rice from and all this here. But I'm going to tell you something. It threw his ass off a little bit, too, though. And I know it did because I greeted him in lingerie and I had cooked oxtails and rice. He kissed me in the mouth and rubbed my body down. He said he had to feel all my curves. She banging. Yeah. Ain't no doubt about it. Yeah. But all he did was kiss her in the mouth because she said he waited weeks to initiate sex. Well, that's easy because, see, when you came in there with that lingerie, he thought it was on and cracking. Then when he smelled the oxtail, threw his ass completely off. Yeah, he had to gather himself. You know, what the hell going on? Because he kept waiting on somebody to come out the back. You know, is your mama here? What's happening? You know, who is you cooking for? Is some kids at this house? We just happen to have oxtails and rice. You sitting up there in the negligee, you got a lingerie on, and we got this oxtail juice splashing. It just, you know, once you got some of that gravy on the front of your lingerie, it threw him off a little bit. Anyway, he waited weeks to initiate sex because he said he was scared to fall in love with me. Man, great line, dog. Wonderful line. He asked me to be his girlfriend right after we made love for the first time. I've never asked him about his wife, family, any of his personal business. I go with whatever he tell me. Who is this woman? And does she have a damn sister? This is amazing. You mean to tell me? I've never asked him about his wife, family, any of his personal business. I go whatever he tell me. I cook for him almost every day, and we have dinner like we a married couple. My neighbors know him. They think he live with me. What? You see how this letter just keep amping? Mm-hmm. He over there so much where they think he live with him. I wonder if his wife knows that he's not happy. What? Every time she calls him, he over here. He 43, I'm 27. He said he wants a child before he 50. What? Hey, man, hold up, y'all. Hey, this where the letter just started turning into something I ain't heard before. You seeing a girl that's 27. You married, you 43. This curve thing so fine, you done told her you want a child before you 50.
She fine, dog.
Dog, she fine. I want a child before I'm 50.
You.
Then she said, I would be honored to have his baby, and he has asked me to get off birth control. Okay, now I've already asked who is this woman. Now I want to know who is this man. Because dog, you married and you didn't ask your girlfriend to get off birth control. I don't know if you see that wall you heading towards, but it's a wall up there, dog, and you got your foot on the gas pedal. Then she said, I'm completely in love with him, but I don't want us to start a family until I know more about his marriage. But you are willing to start the family if you could find out more about his other family, because a marriage is a family. His wife, I told y'all to just keep going. His wife would have to accept me and our child into the family. What? How do you think? And you think y'all in Utah? Where are you writing this letter from? What are you talking about? What kind of mess is this right here? So anyway, you want to start a family till you know more about his marriage. His wife would have to accept me and our child into the family. What the hell are you talking about? Right. Somebody finna get killed. I don't know why that ain't in this letter. You wrote everything else. His wife would have to accept me and my child. I would like to find out more about him, but I don't want to run him off with lots of questions. What? You ain't asked nothing.
Nothing. All right, Steve.
How do I question him without sounding too nosy? Nosy? Y'all talking about having a damn baby. He done told you to get off birth control. You pretty much ask him anything at this point.
Leave your comments. Leave your comments on today's letter on Instagram at Steve Harvey FM, and check us out on the Strawberry Letter podcast at the free iHeartRadio app, where free never sounded so good. Coming up next, Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
Well, don't forget the Pro Bowl is this Sunday. The game is in Orlando.
Don't nobody give a damn about that.
Yeah, I know. It's a flag football game at that. So
I like that better, though.
It's just different, man. Just remember, it used to be, competition. Now they out here just playing.
Well, but I understand because it never was a real competition, because you can't ruin your career at the Pro Bowl game. You can't really hit nobody. Mm-hmm. I never watched a Pro Bowl game because it wasn't fun to watch.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be Sunday.
But this is less.
This is we pulling flags now and holding them up. That's what we doing. But we'll say
NBA All-Star.
No. Shout out to C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson Jr., man. They both been selected to the Pro Bowl as rookies. First time 2 rookies on the same team have been selected to
Junior?
C.J. Stroud, the quarterback for the Houston Texans, and Will Anderson Jr., defensive end for the Houston Texans. They both were selected to the Pro Bowl as rookies. It's the first time in NFL history that's happened on the same team. So shout out to them, man. But this next story, man, this is we just got into Black History Month, but I don't know if y'all heard about the Jackie Robinson statue being vandalized.
Yeah.
Down in Wichita, Kansas. Mm-hmm. And everybody knows Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier in 1947 in Major League Baseball. Well, somebody went down to a park, cut the statue off at the ankles, put it in a trash can, and burned it.
Really?
Yeah. And League 42 is a nonprofit league for kids that want to play baseball in Wichita, Kansas, and they paid $50,000 for the statue, man. It was just supposed to be a symbol of unity. It's not just black kids that play out there, it's everybody. Somebody that vandalized it. And we just got into Black History Month. And it's Jackie Robinson, man.
They don't have cameras
Bruh.
out there in the park area.
They don't want you to vote. They don't want you to live in peace. They don't want you to go to school with them.
No.
It's a
This hatred is deep, dog.
For all the Confederate stuff that was taken down, yeah.
And, they ignorant ass. It's just ignorant ass people in this world. It don't change the man's greatness. And we're going to put another statue up. We're going to put another statue up. And then we're going to put some cameras over there. And you can bring your hillbilly ass back down here if you want to.
Because, that's...
We're going to send you to jail, and they're going to be waiting on you.
That's all. Cause y'all the ones that cut down Jackie. Just say you cut down
But
Jackie.
I can tell you right now, if they launch an investigation, they can find this guy.
Yeah, they can find.
What's the camera?
Dog, it's cameras everywhere.
Cameras everywhere.
Well,
They could catch a
In
truck
that
coming
area.
up or somebody driving off at the particular time
yeah.
because they would know what time, between what hours the statue, last time they saw the statue and when it was missing. All they got to do is go get some cameras up the street. About 3 hillbillies.
But we're going to find out who
All
did
right.
it, though.
Thank you, Junior. Coming up at the top of the hour, a mailman needs some advice from you, Steve, on how to handle an exhibitionist that he delivers mail to. We'll talk
Okay, we're
about
gonna
it right
stick off
after
this.
this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
This one is from Gordo, Steve, in Jersey City. Gordo says, there's a young lady on my route, and when I deliver her mail, she's naked. I think she sees my truck and then opens her curtains so she can flash me. I know for a fact that her curtains were closed when I passed by her house today, but by the time I got to her mailbox, she was on the couch, completely naked.
Yeah.
She ain't really in shape, but I'm still a man.
Hey.
Should I switch routes with my partner to see if she does it to him, or should I ring Miss Lady's doorbell and deliver the package she's been waiting for?
Right.
Now, dog, I'm not gonna get in that with you. Wow. You done already said what you gonna do. But I am a man. She ain't that fine. Or should I ring the doorbell and deliver the package? Bro, that's what you gonna do. What is all this switching routes with your partner for? Bro, that ain't even what this is about, man. Don't disguise. One thing about it, bro, hey man, when the dude write me with his plan, you do know you're talking to another dude. Mm-hmm. Every dude listening to this show is, what are you calling your friend for finna switch routes for? And what's the problem? She ain't breaking the law. She in her house and she naked. But the thing is, you interested though. Let's just leave it there, bro. So here's the question. Do you want to go in and deliver the package? Or what? Or are you offended? Because you're not.
What package? You know what package is.
Oh, he never said that.
I know that. Oh, Shirley. Come on.
He just said she's not that in shape. That's all he said.
Really, he wants to go in there.
He don't care.
But I am still a
He
man.
ain't that in shape. Hell, he ain't either. He ain't either.
Non-in-shape people.
I done seen some in-shape mailmen, but most of them look just like that bag.
They look like what?
That bag. And that's how I want my mailman to look.
So what?
And ain't nothing wrong with it.
Mailman
You
in
go
the
with
pool,
the next
man,
one.
need to look
All
like
right.
Man,
So he's going in there. All right.
Yeah, come on.
All right, this one's from Lynx in Oakland. Lynx says, 5 years ago, my husband called to tell me he was back with his ex-wife. I was cheating with one of his friends, so I didn't really care. The hardest part was divorcing him because he wouldn't talk to me. I was still dating his friend up until the friend died a few weeks ago. And my ex found out about our relationship after he saw me listed as his, quote, special friend in the obituary. My ex-husband wants me to explain myself. Should I ignore him like he ignored me years ago?
Absolutely. What is we talking about for? What you don't owe him nothing. He called, y'all married, he called you and told you he going back to his ex. You didn't care because you was dating his best friend, one of his friends. Up until a couple of weeks ago, his friend died. In the obituary, which I am telling you, once somebody else wrote, you don't write your obituary. The obituary said to my special friend. Somebody leaked that information to get you to know it. He didn't type it. Matter of fact, he didn't even know he was going to die. The most surprised person at the funeral is usually the person in the casket. So now, who decided to leak that information? Then your ex-husband, who was your husband, who decided to go back to his ex-wife, wants you to explain something. You don't owe him nothing. Both of y'all was cheating on each other. You didn't have a valid marriage. Y'all ain't friends. What bothers me most is we don't talk no more. Well, what y'all finna start talking for now? Man, about what these letters be about sometimes. Some of this stuff is real easy.
You want to know about that special shout out, that obituary. What is going on?
Who writes that? Who wrote that?
He forgot what he did.
I would just say I don't even know what the hell they talking about.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Steve. Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, listen up, Steve Harvey Nation. Imagine immersing yourself in timeless elegance at the Fontainebleau, Las Vegas, with a President's Day pampering package for two, February 17th through the 20th, 2024. This package includes round-trip coach airfare for two, hotel stay, a $350 credit for dinner at Don's Prime Steakhouse, a $150 credit for brunch at La Fontaine, and a $500 credit for a couple's massage at Lapis Spa and Wellness. That all sounds good. You can enter now and get rules at steveharveyfm.com. It is sponsored by the all-new Fontainebleau, Las Vegas. That's steveharveyfm.com for all the info. Ooh, that sounds like a great package.
Friday, the Steve Harvey Morning Show live at Fontainebleau. Come join us, be a part of it. The excitement, the thrills. Come and see the one and only and the entire cast live at the Fontainebleau. They'll be taking questions from the audience. You can sit in and see them and meet them and greet them. There'll be a meet and greet afterwards, and enjoy yourself at all the amenities offered by the fabulous brand new Fontainebleau Hotel.
Make sure you go over to the Steve Harvey photo booth where you can get pictures with Steve Harvey for the next 2 hours. There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Each photo is $10,000.
That line gonna be short.
Everybody gonna be in.
It might well, because I ain't gonna be there. So.
All right, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 33 minutes after the hour. We'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather clammy, damp feet or dry cotton mouth?
Feet just always wet like that?
Clammy, damp. Ugh.
Yeah, you can give me that.
Yeah.
I'm going to have me some shoes. That damn cotton mouth don't work with none of
my mouth got to work.
No.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Uncontrollable bad breath or unexplainable body odor?
God, dog.
Bad breath or body odor?
I'm just going. Who makes these? God.
Would you rather committee?
And I'm going to go with...
I'm going with body odor.
I ain't never said.
Breath gonna be fresh, but I have bad body odor.
No, I just ain't gonna say nothing, Junior. I got to get this body right.
Yeah, you can.
I just ain't gonna say nothing.
Talk too much. We got to show. We got to talk.
I'm on stage by myself.
That's why I got the body odor.
Steve,
I'm up here by myself.
Nah, I'll take the body odor.
You will?
Just keep moving. Bad breath.
Don't stay in one place too long.
But what was your description of the bad breath, Shirley? Read that again.
Uncontrollable bad breath. Uncontrollable.
Lord, you just
uncontrollable.
Uncontrollable. Your mouth just smelling like several things.
When it's closed.
One day you just open up your mouth and it's hot garbage. then one day you open up your mouth and it smells like feet. Then you open up your mouth one day and then you got exactly. And we all know what that is. Now your mouth smells exactly like the crack of you know where we going with this here. So, no. give me that body odor, and I'll go, hey, I'm sorry about that, y'all. I was just in the gym. I'm going to the house right now. All right, Steve, I ain't never smelled you like that. Because, I ain't never had nobody, man. Steve, man. Steve be stank,
all right.
Man, he walked past you, and woo! You can't probably, I don't know what Steve doing. I ain't never had that. Mm-hmm. Now, your breath will catch you sometime.
All right. Would you rather sex that only lasts 4 minutes each time, or would you rather sex for 1 full hour each time? 4 minutes each time or 1 full hour each time?
I'm doing 4 minutes now.
Inside boys, outside boys.
You just say anything too, huh?
But I'm cold, though. I'm cold.
4 minutes.
Cold
you bringing it?
I'm cold, boy.
I'll do the hour, but we're going to have to limit the amount of times, though. We're going to have to spread that out.
It's a long
I was
time.
young, all day. What you need? I'm back.
In the hour, you got to take a break. You got to take a nap.
Hour.
60 minutes is a long.
Hour. I need a few days now. Hour.
All right.
I need a few days. We're going to do this hour tomorrow. It'll be an hour. It ain't going to be all the same, no.
That's today's round of Would You Rather. Thank you, guys. Coming up next, our last break of the day, and we'll close out the show with Steve Harvey's closing remarks right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, here we are. Last break of the day on this Friday. Speaking of Friday, Nephew, another episode of Ready to Love tonight.
Yes.
What's in store?
It's what? Twist, turns, and then sexy doggone Tommy. Twist, turns, sexy Tommy, and Tommy with, it's Thomas. It's Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
It's the guy. Yeah, some sense and some suave.
I haven't heard that yet.
What haven't you heard?
We've heard twists and turns, but I haven't heard nothing about sexy Thomas.
They call you Tommy on the shows. Tommy. They call you Tommy.
But you ain't. Wait.
But he's presenting Tommy or what he's saying. He's presenting.
I've never heard anybody.
No, you ain't hear nobody say sexy Tommy. You ain't never
No, I've heard them say, can you tell? Yeah, I heard people say, can you tell Tommy hi? Yeah, I tell him. They ain't put that with him.
No. I read some of the comments. I ain't even seen it in the comments.
Okay, we're gonna have to. Let me. I'm gonna start taking screenshots of some of these comments because I see now that I'm being a little disrespected by my radio show.
Can you take a screenshot of all of them?
2 don't count. Yeah, 2 don't count. 2 don't count.
So how many we got all together, Junior? 4? 4.
Yeah.
I'm finna start
Ready to
sending
Love
them now.
tonight on OWN.
Okay. All right, we'll be watching.
Earlier, Shirley did a story about the YouTube creators have created an AI page and channel that's targeted towards black celebrities. And this is all going to be about rumor and innuendo and things of that nature. My closing remarks today is to try to remind us of who we really, really are. It's a sad state that these people, and the first time you hear of them creating a page aimed at celebrities, they've decided to choose black celebrities and use AI to create fictitious stories about them. They used our names in particular. I'm in the story, I don't know, but this is about everybody. This ain't about me. This is about everybody. The danger in that is that, please understand, this ain't just some blogger. YouTube is understanding what this is. YouTube is allowing this because YouTube makes money whether it's positive, negative, good or bad, black or white. YouTube gonna make they money. So don't you think for one moment that YouTube is not aware of what's being done and what's coming. And all this stuff about we've demanded that 2 sites be taken down. Well, hell, the damage is done. Now it's taken down after how many millions of views, though? The sad part of it is It's just like when TV networks started up, when Fox first started up, when the CW first started up, when the WB started up. Do you know when UPN first started up? They always start their main block of shows with black shows. They always do that. Sister to Sister, Steve Harvey Show, Parenthood, all of that. They all get started, the Jamie Foxx Show. They all start with black shows. Why? Because they know that blacks watch 40% more television than does everybody else, and they can get a guaranteed audience if they put on black formatted shows. But as soon as the network gets the right number that they want, they start canceling those shows. It happens every time. And the next thing you know, the WB ain't black no more. CW ain't black no more. UPN ain't black no more. Fox damn show ain't black no more. You see how it works, y'all? Because they know, they study our patterns. Now, they've been online and they've watched us destroy one another. Revel and relish in the fact that somebody is attacking another black celebrity and we buying into it. They watching the highest rated podcast go out with 51 million views, all because one person sat up there and told lie after lie after lie and negativity after negativity after negativity, and all the people he was talking about was black celebrities. They see this, and now they've figured out a way to capitalize and monetize it themselves. But we keep doing it to ourselves, and we keep wondering why we ain't getting nowhere. So while you're on these podcasts trying to blame one another for why you ain't successful, you're the reason. You're the reason. Why are we so insistent on destroying one another? Why, brothers and sisters? Why do we revel in reading this trash about one another? And then hear what's crazy, man. Let me show you how it works. Somebody does a story about a celebrity, anybody, and it's negative, and you get all these clicks. Well, in order for you to get some new clicks, you add something to that story. So you can get the people who look at that to click over to your page and see what else you're talking about. And they keep adding. So every time you see the story, it then grew and grew and grew and grew. And next thing you know, it's this huge thing. And it's all about us, man. White people not even doing this to themselves. Asian community don't do it to themselves. Jewish community don't do it to themselves. We just keep doing it to ourselves, man. And now they done figured out a way to make a whole lot of money on it. And so now we finna be AI. Wow, man, when are we going to start caring about one another again? You know, we used to care about one another, but we don't no more. We just care about our own pocket and what we can make. Like the brother with the podcast said, I got 500,000 new subscribers after that interview. You'd have did it too. Well, no, I wouldn't have. But that's who we are today. Y'all think about that today, okay? Because it ain't going to stop with celebrities. This is just the beginning. Those are my closing remarks. I'm going to talk to God today because I need him to hear from me, because he's going to cover me through all of this anyway. Join in. Get you some God in your life, y'all. Y'all have a great day.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.